Hello everyone. When people are asked the question, which is the most memorable time of their life, they often answer the school time. But there are people who have not loved to go to school when they were young. Today, we will read the poem, The School Boy, written by William Blake. Come with me, Kapila, and see what this boy is telling us about his school life. Before we read the poem, have a look at the glossary here. This would help you understand the poem better. The poem is about a child who is really unhappy to go to school and who thinks that his childhood is being crushed there in the teaching-learning process. Let's begin. I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company. So here in this first stanza, the boy is telling us what he loves to do on a summer morning. He loves to rise up early in the morning. He loves to listen to the birds singing there in the sky. He loves to hear the sound of the horn that is being blown by the huntsman at a very far away place, at a distant place. Okay? And he loves the company of nature. Altogether, he wants to tell us that he loves the company of nature. That's what is told in the first stanza. But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outworn, the little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. So what he tells us is that he doesn't like to go to school on a summer morning because it takes away all the joy that is there in his life. And to sit there for hours under the supervision of the cruel eyes of the teachers, that exhausts him, it outwarns him, it exhausts him, and he is compelled to spend the day taking deep breaths and being distressed, right? This is here what he tells us about the school, how he feels there. The third stanza. Then at times I drooping sit and spend many an anxious hour, nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower, worn through with the dreary shower. Now, what he is telling us further is that at times he is, like a plant, it wilts and it hangs down. He is also very tired and he sits hanging down his face there and anxiously, eagerly, he's distressed and he doesn't know what to do. So anxiously he is spending many hours there at school and he doesn't take any delight. No happiness is there in him reading the books. Neither does he feel happy sitting in the learning garden. This school, this classroom is a garden where learning is done. Bower is a small garden, right, full with all flowers, the bushes which are all blooming. So that kind of description he is giving, it's like a bower, but still he doesn't feel happy over there. It's like a garden where you learn. It's a learning bower, but still he doesn't feel happy over there. Rather, all the showers which are being given, the showers of what? The showers of the teachers. The teachers, they keep on speaking. So the showers that are there of the words, they all seem to be very dry and they are not interesting at all for him. So those are dreary, which are very uninteresting showers, and he doesn't feel any delight in any of these things there. Next stanza. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? How can a child when fears annoy but droop his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? Now he asks the question that a child who's born there to be free, he's very much similar to the bird, right? The bird who's born there to be free and fly in the sky. If you cage that bird, the bird cannot sing that freely. It cannot enjoy. So the same thing happens here with the child also. If you keep the child bounded inside that classroom and there is always the fear of the teacher there on the head, he's not allowed to do things, the freedom is taken away. So at that time, what happens is, like the bird, it its wings, the tender wings, they droop down. Similarly, the childhood joys, the happiness, they also droop down, and his childhood happiness is taken away, and he doesn't enjoy the life there, and he forgets the youthful spring when he had to bloom with happiness. The young life of the child had to be really very happy. He had to be enjoying. At that time, he becomes very much similar to a caged bird whose tender wings forget to fly. Similarly, he also forgets to take the flight of the youthful childhood. Next stanza. O father and mother, if buds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day by sorrow and care's dismay, how shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer fruits appear? So he's asking a question to the parents. Now he is asking the parents there that if the buds, buds are the small young children, if the buds are plucked right in the beginning, and all the joys, young children are there, small happiness that they are taken away, and the blossoms that are there, the little happiness that are there, they are also taken away from them. If they are also blown away, then how is the spring going to bloom? That is the happiness. The tender plants, they are being devoid of all the joys. That means the tender plants are the tender children, the young children. They are being devoid of all the happiness. They are being devoid of the joys of the spring. Joys of the spring are the joys of the childhood. So they are being devoid of it. Then how are they going to bloom? And what are they being given? They are being given only sorrows and dismay. Only that is there, that is around them. So no fruits are going to appear there, and the morning that would be there, the summer morning, that would also not be joyful. How is it possible that the morning can be joyful when such things are happening to the children? So here the plants, they are being compared to the child. The tender plants, the young plants, the buds, they are all the little happiness of the young children. So this is the expression that the child who thinks that his childhood joys are being crushed, his childhood life is being crushed there at school, how he thinks that the school is taking away his joys. Now let's do the exercise. Question 1. Find 3 or 4 words, phrases in stanza 1 that reflect the child's happiness and joy. If we look at stanza 1, we have the words and phrases like birds sing on every tree, distant huntsman winds his horn, and the skylark sings with me, oh what sweet company. So any of these 2, 3 you can write there. Let's come to question 2. In stanza 2, the mood changes. Which words, phrases reflect the changed mood? If we come to stanza 2, we find the words and phrases like it drives all joy away, under a cruel eye outworn, and little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. So these you can write there. If we come to question 3, a cruel eye outworn refers to 3 choices are given over here, and out of these 3, the correct answer is the third one. The dull, uninspiring life at school with lots of work and no play. That is the answer here. Question 4. Nor certain learning's bower, worn through with the dreary shower. Which of the following is a close paraphrase of the lines above? So the answer here would be, 3 choices are given here to us. Nor can I sit in a roofless classroom. Nor can I learn anything at school though teachers go on lecturing and explaining. Nor can I sit in the school garden for fear of getting wet in the rain. So the second one is the correct answer. Now, freedom of expression is an important right. We will meet in some other video where some other person is freely expressing his views about something which is important for him, like it was the school for this boy here. Till then, take care.